Okay, so JJS just updated, and this is like 30 minutes before I have to leave. So I'm going to live react to all of the update and basically read it off. One thing that's new is that there's a New Year's timer countdown, which is cool. There's going to be an event that gives you a limited emote if you participate. I personally won't be able to, but it should be pretty cool. There's also a new move on Toto. It's called Brute Force. So it seems to be like a little dash forward that does a punch. I'm assuming this is a guard break. It almost certainly is with how like slow it is. And I'm going to turn on no cooldowns. Cooldown on it doesn't seem that bad, by the way. But like just an average normal cooldown, like it seems like 15 seconds. But anyways, yeah, definitely guard breaks. Does the range... Okay, yeah, it doesn't really have that much range. Like, it's decent enough range. As for if it's cancelable or not, bullet dummy and attacking dummy. Okay, it seems to have iframes, actually. Not the projectiles, but... Okay, no, it doesn't have iframes. Maybe I just screwed it up. I mean, maybe the dummy, yeah. It doesn't seem to have iframes, but it's still really good. And I'm assuming it could also hit ragdoll with how slow it is, too. I missed it. Negative error, I guess? Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so decent move. It's a ragdoll. And the way it... In the range it knocks them away, though, you can't actually combo into... You can't true combo into swift kicks, which is a little concerning. Though actually it doesn't matter because you can just use swift kicks to combo into it, so... As for swift kicks, it also got a damage buff as well, so... Not that noticeable of a damage buff, but decent. And now your combo is like that. So you're not like completely crippled in terms of damage with Toto now. He still isn't like insane damage, but like... It's not awful. Yeah, like about a 40% damage combo, roughly. So not terrible. Anyways, other updates. There's a variant to reserve balls when you're in domain expansion. So let's switch on to Harari for that. Okay, it's a little bit weird. I figured it out after reading through a little bit of Discord messages. Apparently, you get to go back in time or something. So hit someone. Yeah, like that. That's the reserve balls variant. You basically do it by hitting reserve balls and then pressing R, and it just sends you back in time. I'm not sure if this applies to health as well. We're gonna see now. Wait, actually, no, I should have... Okay. Whatever. Let myself hit a little bit. I am now in the yellow range. If I go back to green... Okay, yeah, it sent me back to green. So it reverses your health as well, which... That's insane survivability. That's really good survivability. But you do need to hit someone to actually use it. But still, that's really good. That gives him a lot more survivability, because if you cut down like 50% of Hakari's HP... He can just heal back to it by reversing his time. And I don't know if it reverses the time of like the dummy too. But I guess I could test that out too. So okay, yeah, it reverses everyone's health bar back. Which means that opponent also survives a little bit more, but if Hakari's on death's door, that's absolutely worth it. And your goal with Hakari's domain isn't to kill someone, it's to unlock your jackpots, so that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's really good for Hakari. Actually really interesting too. I like it. As for other stuff, there's new emote tags to the emote wheel. Pulling that up right now. I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but yeah, that's what it reads. There's 6 new emotes: sit 2, bird, gang dance, sneeze, tired, ringtone, and then there's more sound effects to existing emotes. Which, I guess you'll have to find them and search through all of them, but oh well. And then there's one new PS Plus setting, which is to block text chat users. It's straight here. Basically, if you don't have, well, not here, my bad. If you don't have voice chat, you can't join the server. Not sure exactly why they did this, but oh well. Another interesting decision, I suppose. And then, other nerfs, well not nerfs, changes. The speed of picking up throwables was increased a lot, so you can actually use these in combos a lot easier now. And specifically with Toto, I think, it's going to make it a lot easier to just use them and actually swap, because big problem with using them before is, because of the like startup is so long to picking them up, you basically were just locked into the animation for so long and it just didn't... You couldn't use it in a fight because you just get interrupted and comboed for it, trying it, so yeah. Nice decision there. There's more sound effects through its interface. There's build mode selections changes that let it highlight multiple parts. The billboards around the map were replaced with 2 large billboards on the tower. That's honestly a little bit of an eyesore, but did they also remove... Okay, they also removed the small billboards too, which is... I mean... I don't know. I personally feel like they should have kept the smaller billboards. Don't see why they had to kill all of them off for 2 large ones on the map, because I guess it's more exposure, but also like why not just have more billboards just laying around if people want to have fun with them too? Yeah, this is a change I don't really get. There's also a kill requirement to edit billboards. Obvious reason why is because people were posting NSFW on the billboards and then making alts. So definitely a good change here. Switcher special, Toto, no longer needs direct view to be used, but you can't use it over the void. And this is a change that's really good. The reason why is that well, a lot of complaints were made with Toto where you couldn't switch with people because of the direct view update through like walls or something or glass. So even though it patched the void cheese bug, I accidentally swapped. Well, I accidentally fainted it. So even though like, oh wait, no, he blocked it. Okay. There you go. So now you can swap through walls, which is cool. But now you can't do the void swap, which is a thing that was stupid. So basically, it's a good change because it fixes one of the problems with Toto. It fixes something that the old cheese patch kind of killed off, which was not supposed to be killed off, and it still keeps something that should be dead. That's what the change does. Good change. And as for other stuff, some of parkour's values are changed, making it easier to slide or dive, which I don't know how to exactly test, but yeah, just take that for what it is. Conga can now be changed by multiple players. If I had some players to chain it with, I would. Some emotes were remade to improve their visual quality. Getting banned will now remove all of your active billboards. Locking a custom server will now remove it from the server list. Added a visual indicator when perfect swapping, so we can do that right now. Where is... Okay, I'll just do it on that dummy right there. Messed it up. There we go. It's not really a visual indicator, to be honest. Oh, actually, no, there is. It's like a little small flash, but there's also a sound effect, too, that you're probably going to be hearing. There's a really slight sound effect to it. Bursting now has different colors for different movesets, so we can test that out right now. I'm assuming Hakari's will be green, so I'm going to switch to Hakari once more. Yeah, okay, Harari has a green burst. I'm assuming Yuji has a red one or something. Gojo has a blue one. Something like that. Maybe Megumi has a black one. No idea. But yeah. It's a cool visual thing. Nothing much to say about it though besides that. Other thing is that you can swap faster if your opponent is ragdolled. So let me spawn in a dummy to show that. Definitely going to help him with combos a little bit. I should also get Infinite Awakening while I'm at it. And no cooldowns. So... yeah, it's like a near instant swap. So definitely, yeah, it's really quick. Very noticeable difference. Probably gonna help him a little bit with combo setups, or maybe actually no, not really with combos in 1v1s, but it'll still definitely help him in team fights, which good. And it shouldn't affect his combos either because you just have to adjust the timing now. It's a lot quicker. So overall, nice change. Other thing is aerial kick now lets you get up after hitting the ground. Now, as for the aerial kick thing, that is for Gojo. I was very confused upon seeing it because aerial kick, what the heck's that? But no, it's for Gojo. So, it's a nerf, I think. Hit them? Okay, yeah. It's kind of a nerf. It's, no, kind of a huge nerf because it stops him from following up like with rapid punches or reversal red for like completely true. On the other hand, you probably can follow it up with like something like this, which is actually kind of a buff still. And I missed rapid punches, whatever. So, kind of a double-edged sword. Makes it easier to follow it up with like forward dashes and stuff, but at the same time, you no longer get your true like reversal red combo here. Like, something like this. Oh, well, that dummy assist, but whatever. Yeah, you don't get that anymore, so... huge Gojo nerf, but also semi a buff. Like, it's hard to evaluate this thing until like I actually get into a 1v1, which I won't be able to do until a lot later, because it's such a double-edged sword, because now you can follow it with a forward dash. Not necessarily true, I'm not sure if it is, probably not. But also you can't confirm any other moves into it, like two-fold kick, which a lot of people did. Yeah. Anyways, the total damage of rapid punches was increased as well. Should probably test it on a fresh dummy, but here, let me pull up normal dummy. Okay. So, like, yeah, it's a pretty noticeable damage nerf. Honestly, fair though, it's like a guard break that leads into all of his other moves, so it should have been nerfed like this. I'm very glad it was, to be honest. It did too much damage for what it was. Definitely gonna hurt Gojo a little bit, but he was debatably one of the best characters. Personally, I thought Yuji was the best before this update, so yeah, he deserves these nerfs anyways. As for the other nerf, this one's about Yuji, coincidentally. So, Z did something pretty interesting that I absolutely agree with, and it's you can no longer reset your M1 combo with Curse Strikes. So it doesn't knock them back, but it doesn't reset your M1s either. Meaning that you can't do the brain dead, well, M1, 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 Bushoku, I mean, Curse Strikes, and then like M1, 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 Divergent Fist, Divergent Fist, Divergent Fist kind of thing. Well, Black Flash, I mean. But, yeah. However, it's not like you can't reset M1s. It's just a lot harder to do it, actually. The reason I say that is you have a little bit of a combo here where you can actually reset your M1s. Or, well, you should be able to. Dummies are buggy, but this would work on a player, I'm pretty sure. M1, okay, uppercut. Yeah. So you can still reset M1s that way. Okay, yeah. You still have the ability to reset M1s that way, but you need to actually waste Ragdoll Cancel to do something like that. So, it's not necessarily a huge nerf. Definitely a like a damage nerf like by default. But it does still let you like reset your M1s, you just have to be smart with it and all of that. So basically Yuji's less brain dead, which is completely fine with me, and I hated Yuji actually. Cause like seriously, why? Like Yuji had way too much already. He was the best character in the game, and there was like a whole Yuji meta where everybody is using him. Like I couldn't go into ranked without seeing a Yuji every single match. I never saw a Megumi outside of like ranked 2v2s. Never saw, well, I saw some Hakaris, and then some Gojos too, but like Yuji was so dominant in ranked, and I'm glad that this update happened, because it's probably gonna make his use rate plummet a little bit, now that people actually have to use skill and think about how to use him. And I'm really glad, because screw Yuji mains, honestly, I'm tired of their meta. I'm really tired of the Yuji meta, so WZ for doing this. Yuji deserved these nerfs. Anyways, let's move on. Next thing is buffs to Choso's Awakening, which, generally, he deserves them. Choso's Awakening is very underwhelming. Absolutely underwhelming. It was not very good, to be honest. But the changes are the speed of slicing exorcism. Okay, that's, yeah, so the normal variant... Well, wait, hang on. I didn't even press R, so I don't know why it did... Is the... Okay, so the R variant is the thing like that now. The R variant is a slicey disc now. Interesting. But yeah, the speed is noticeably increased, meaning that it's a lot harder to react to the move, and I think that's a good thing, because before it was like really easy to just dodge it and see it and dodge. So not really great moves, especially for how little damage they do, by the way. So good change. Other thing is the Wing King also had a speed increased. Actually, this is like a semi-buff and semi-nerf. I say it's a semi-buff because since it's faster, it consumes less awakening to use it, so you're not trapped for it in it for so long. But it's also a semi-nerf because, well, one, you have like less time where your enemy's guaranteed stun from Blood Rain. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. Oh no, it does matter a little bit, but they're gonna be ragdolled anyways, so they would have died. They would have died. So it's not that huge of a nerf. But it's also a nerf because you also have less iframes since it's lasting less time. So, definitely interesting. Double-edged sword here, which I think is fine. And yeah, it's kind of like a Harari thing. It's like the Wing King nerf. Well, it's a Wing King buff and nerf, depending on how you look at it. Because it makes some things easier and some things worse. Anyways, as for the other thing, I have to turn off Infinite Awakening for this. Blood Rain now consumes Convergence Orbs before it consumes Awakening. So you see, I'm not draining any Awakening, and now I am. So you get a lot more freedom with how you use this. I mean, my only concern with this is that, well, usually Blood Orbs like used for linking. And then like, Blood Rain. Actually, no, you could, yeah. I think this is good. This is good. Blood Rain was like really hard to use because it consumed way too much Awakening. Now that you have like 4 extra seconds or so, if you sacrifice some of your health, then now it's actually a lot easier to use without completely crippling your Awakening. It's a good change. Anyways, last stuff to say. Brain Swap's moves have reduced cooldowns, so a bit more chaotic. Team icons now scale based on distance. First to 20 now keeps you permanently at 25% Awakening. And finally, there's some bug fixes. Being unable to use Switcher's moveset with the moveset block was fixed. The train station controls displaying the wrong cooldowns was fixed. Brain Swap incorrectly giving the 2nd and 3rd place prizes was fixed, and that's about it. So yeah, that's the whole update, my general thoughts on it. Thanks for tuning around. I am going to be absent for a whole week, so no uploads for me except for like this one Nonomy suggestion review, which is already finished. And yeah, goodbye, I'm Noob Eternally, hope you have a good day, thank you for watching, see you later.